Did you know that Americans lost over $10 billion to financial scams last year alone? That's more money than the GDP of some entire countries, and chances are you or someone you know has been targeted. I'm a certified public accountant with 15 years of experience, and today I'm going to show you exactly how scammers think, what red flags to watch for, and the simple techniques that can save you thousands of dollars and years of financial recovery. But first, let me tell you about Sarah, one of my clients who nearly lost her entire retirement savings in just 20 minutes. She's a smart woman, a retired teacher with a master's degree, but she almost fell for a scam so sophisticated that even I was impressed by how convincing it was. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what saved her and how to protect yourself from even the most clever financial predators. The reality is that financial scams have evolved dramatically. These aren't the obvious Nigerian prince emails from the early 2000s anymore. Today's scammers use artificial intelligence, deepfake technology, and psychological manipulation techniques that would make a seasoned therapist uncomfortable. They study human behavior, exploit our emotions, and create scenarios so believable that even financial professionals can be momentarily fooled. Let's start with the foundation of scam detection. Every financial scam, no matter how sophisticated, relies on three core psychological triggers. First, urgency. Scammers create artificial time pressure because rushed decisions bypass our logical thinking. Second, authority. They impersonate trusted institutions, government agencies, or financial experts to lower your guard. Third, fear or greed. They either threaten devastating consequences or promise unrealistic rewards to cloud your judgment. Now, here's where my accounting background becomes crucial. I see financial statements, cash flows, and investment patterns every single day. When something doesn't add up mathematically, I notice immediately. The first major red flag you need to watch for is any investment opportunity promising guaranteed returns above market rates. Currently, high-yield savings accounts offer around 4 to 5% annually. Government bonds provide similar returns with essentially zero risk. If someone promises you 15% guaranteed returns, your scam alarm should be screaming. But let me give you a more subtle example. Last month, a client showed me a beautiful brochure for an investment fund claiming consistent 8% annual returns for the past decade. The marketing materials looked professional, complete with charts and testimonials. However, when I examined the numbers closely, something was wrong. The claimed returns were too consistent. Real investments fluctuate. Even the most stable funds have years of higher and lower performance. Perfect consistency often indicates fabricated data. Here's another accounting insight most people miss. Legitimate investment companies are required to provide detailed financial disclosures. These include audited financial statements, regulatory filings, and clear fee structures. If someone is asking for your money but won't provide these documents, or if they give you excuses about proprietary information or exclusive opportunities, walk away immediately. Romance scams deserve special attention because they're particularly devastating emotionally and financially. These scammers build relationships over months, creating deep emotional connections before ever mentioning money. As an accountant, I've helped clients rebuild after losing not just their savings, but their trust in relationships. The warning signs include partners who refuse video calls, have frequent travel or work emergencies preventing meetings, and gradually introduce financial difficulties or investment opportunities into conversations. Technology scams are becoming increasingly sophisticated. Scammers now use voice cloning technology to impersonate family members in distress, create fake bank websites that look identical to real ones, and send phishing emails that perfectly mimic legitimate financial institutions. The key defense here is verification through independent channels. If your bank calls about suspicious activity, hang up and call the number on your credit card or bank statement directly. If a family member texts asking for emergency money, call them using a number you have stored independently. Let me share another client story that illustrates a critical point. Michael received a call from someone claiming to be from the IRS, saying he owed back taxes and faced immediate arrest unless he paid with gift cards. This hits multiple psychological triggers: authority, fear, and urgency. However, here's what everyone needs to know: the IRS never initiates contact by phone for tax collection. They always send written correspondence first. Government agencies don't accept payment via gift cards, wire transfers, or cryptocurrency. These payment methods are red flags because they're nearly impossible to trace or reverse. Social media investment scams are exploding in popularity. Scammers create fake profiles of successful investors, post screenshots of massive profits, and offer to share their secret strategies for a fee. They target people frustrated with traditional investment returns or worried about inflation. The profiles often show luxury lifestyles funded by trading profits. Remember, legitimate financial advisors are licensed and regulated. They can't guarantee profits, and they're required to disclose risks clearly. Here's a professional tip that can save you immediately. Before investing with anyone, verify their credentials through official databases. Financial advisors must be registered with regulatory bodies. Investment companies need proper licensing. Cryptocurrency exchanges should be legitimate and regulated. This verification takes 5 minutes but could save you everything. Cryptocurrency scams deserve special mention because the technology is still confusing for many people. Scammers exploit this confusion by creating fake investment platforms, promising guaranteed crypto profits, or impersonating celebrity investors. Remember, cryptocurrency is extremely volatile. Anyone promising steady returns is lying. Legitimate crypto investments should be made through established, regulated exchanges, never through social media contacts or unsolicited phone calls. Now let's talk about prevention strategies that go beyond just recognizing scams. First, create a decision-making process for any financial commitment over a certain amount. Maybe that's $500, maybe it's $5,000, but whatever your threshold, establish a rule that you'll wait at least 24 hours and discuss it with someone you trust before proceeding. Scammers hate delays because they give you time to think clearly. Second, compartmentalize your finances. Don't keep all your money in easily accessible accounts. Have emergency funds, investment accounts, and spending money in separate institutions. This limits damage if one account is compromised. Third, regularly monitor all your financial accounts, set up alerts for transactions above certain amounts, check your credit reports quarterly. The earlier you catch fraudulent activity, the easier it is to resolve. Education is your strongest defense. Stay informed about current scam trends through legitimate sources like the Federal Trade Commission, your state attorney general's office, or established financial news outlets. Scammers constantly evolve their techniques, so your knowledge needs to evolve too. Finally, remember that falling for a scam doesn't make you stupid or weak. These criminals are professionals who study human psychology and exploit our natural tendencies to trust and seek financial security. Even skeptical people can be caught during vulnerable moments like job loss, health scares, or family emergencies. If you suspect you've been targeted or fallen victim to a scam, act quickly. Contact your financial institutions immediately. Report the incident to authorities and document everything. The faster you respond, the better your chances of minimizing damage and helping prevent others from becoming victims. Your financial security depends on staying vigilant, educated, and skeptical of anything that sounds too good to be true. Trust your instincts, verify everything independently, and remember that legitimate opportunities don't disappear if you take time to think them through. Subscribe for more financial protection strategies. And remember, the best investment you can make is in your own financial education. If you found this helpful, give the video a like and subscribe for more money wisdom with Wally the Wise.